Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back. So today I'm here to talk to you some more about mortgages. So last time I spoke about basically the ins and outs of mortgages, but a deep dive into what mortgages are and all the different elements and key terms that you may hear associated with them. But today I'm diving into the element of how you can make sure that you can get a mortgage for your personal situation. So essentially how you can improve your chances of getting approved for a mortgage, okay? Right, so let me give you guys a bit of context. This video is coming from a place whereby I get a lot of questions or like people coming to me, especially first time buyers, saying how difficult it is for them to get a mortgage, or the fact that as a first time buyer it's going to be hard for them to get either a residential mortgage or a buy to let. So a lot of these people, when they come to me, my first reaction or sort of first question to them is like, okay, where did you get this from? Have you spoken to banks? Have you spoken to lenders? And they're like, no. And they tell me that basically they've heard it from a family member or from a friend or just another person out there. And so already I know that they haven't done their research, which is why they're coming to these conclusions based on what people are telling them rather than finding out these things for themselves. So the importance of going out and doing your own research is because everybody's story is different, particularly when it comes to something so personal as a mortgage. Mortgages or loans essentially are given out to you based on your individual circumstances. So your income or salary or the type of property that you're looking at essentially. So that's enough background and context. Now I'm just going to get straight into this video and talk to you guys about how to choose the best mortgage lender for yourself and ensure that you're able to improve your chances of getting approved as a first time buyer, whether it's for a residential or buy to let mortgage. Well, actually, before I go into talking about how to find the best mortgage lender for yourself and improve your chances of approval, I just want to say that part of the reason why I feel so strongly on this topic, I feel like everybody or most people will be able to get a mortgage at the end of the day, is because when I first started looking, one of the first mortgage advisors that I spoke to was actually the one that imprinted in me the principle that everybody will be able to get a mortgage, but you just need to find the bank or lender that will suit your circumstances, or basically the bank or lender that will be willing to accommodate you and basically what you have going on, your situation, your salary, etc. Okay, of course this is dependent on you not having like bad credit or other loans or outstanding debts that you haven't paid off. So anyway, jumping back into the real meat of what this video is about, I'm going to elaborate and basically stress all the different avenues and different areas that you need to look into before deciding that you are unable to get a mortgage as a first time buyer. Right, so the number one thing that you need to do when you're trying to find the best mortgage lender for yourself and basically improve your chances of approval is to go to your bank. All right, start from home. Go and speak to your bank that you have your current account or savings account with, okay? See what they're saying for your personal situation. At this point, they'll either give you like a mortgage in principle or approval in principle, which will tell you how much they'd be willing to give to you as a mortgage or a loan for a property, okay? This is going to be based on your income, it's going to be based on your expenses and outgoings and other things like that. So this is a great place to start, because when you go directly to banks, I feel like you have the least options available to you, and they're the ones that are a bit more rigid and stricter in terms of how much they're willing to lend out to people. So in a way, I'm basically saying it's best to start off with like the bad news or like the harsher news before you then go on to see your other options, which will be more likely more favorable to you and your situation. As well as approaching the bank that you currently bank with, you can also approach other high street banks in the same way to see what they'd be willing to offer you. Right, now moving on from banks, the next thing you need to do is approach mortgage brokers or advisors. Mortgage brokers and advisors generally have access to a wider pool of products and mortgage deals than when you go directly to a bank. Even when you speak to them, this is what they will tell you, because this is essentially their way of marketing their services to you, because why else would you be going to them rather than going straight to a bank or another lender? So anyway, when you go to mortgage brokers, the majority of them may charge you a fee. Now, before you decide to go with a mortgage broker because you feel like they found you a good deal or the best deal that you've heard of, you want to stop and take a minute to just go over what they found for you. They may say that they've got access to all the exclusive deals online and you won't be able to find those certain deals by yourself, but I guarantee you, do a search and I'm sure you'll be able to find something pretty similar, if not the same, okay? So although at this point I'm not advising that you go and pay a mortgage broker to do this work for you or get you an application going, what I'm saying is that you want to utilize them, because again, they're another way that you can find out what kind of mortgage products may be available to you and to your situation. You just need to exhaust all of your options. Right, so to find mortgage brokers, you can either do a search online, you can link up with mortgage brokers via estate agents, you can also get referrals. I know that when I was speaking to mortgage advisors, my first two that I spoke to came via referrals, one from a colleague at work and one from a family member. Right, so before I move on to the next portion of what you need to do to find the best mortgage or best mortgage lender for yourself, I just want to reiterate that although a lot of mortgage brokers or advisors may charge you an admin fee to apply for mortgages for you or find specific mortgage deals for you, not all will charge. And a prime example is L&T. I'm always banging on about them and they're great. Okay, so moving on, you're probably thinking, okay, now it's decision time, right? No, that is not the case. You may have been to your bank, you may have spoken to an independent mortgage broker, but that's not it. You're not just going to go straight with the bank or with the mortgage broker. This is your time to do your own analysis and do your own research, basically. You want to do your own research and get onto mortgage comparison sites. Try and see if you can beat the deals that the banks are offering you. Also, try and see if what the mortgage advisors and brokers are telling you is actually the case. Have they got exclusive deals that you can't find by yourself? Go online, go to these mortgage comparison sites. Money Supermarket is a great one. You go in there, put in your details, and they'll come up with loads of different deals from various banks and lenders, high street banks, and basically tell you which ones could potentially offer you something. So I just want to stress the point that you just need to exhaust all your options, everything that is available to you, all the resources out there, utilize them. Yeah, speak to everybody. Don't just go by word of mouth of people telling you, oh, you can't get a mortgage, or it's going to be super hard for you to get a mortgage as a first-time buyer. That is not the truth. You just need to find someone who's going to be willing to work with you. Right, so after you've done all your research, now it's time to do a comparison. Which are the best deals that you found? Is it based on what the mortgage brokers found for you? Is it based on your own online research? Which is it? Of course, if the mortgage brokers found you the best deals in terms of rates and even how much you can get as a maximum loan, then go with them by all means, no worries. But if that's not the case and you found something else online that you can apply for yourself, go ahead and do it. One, you're definitely saving yourself on potential admin fees. And two, it's really not all that much work. Like, the admin work in terms of applying for a mortgage is not that much, especially where even if you go through a mortgage advisor, they're going to be coming to you to get all the information anyway. So it's not really like you're completely out of the loop. You're essentially doing the admin together, if that makes sense. So anyway, guys, I kind of feel like this video has been a bit all over the place, but hopefully you got the gist. That is my advice on basically finding the best mortgage lender for your situation and ensuring that you're able to basically get a mortgage approved for yourself. You don't need to feel bad or feel like you won't be able to get approved for a mortgage or loan based on the fact that you are a first-time buyer. That is not the truth. You just need to exhaust all of your options, do your research, speak to mortgage brokers and advisors, speak to various lenders, go to the banks, and basically just keep looking. You will find that mortgage for yourself. Whether it's a buy-to-let, whether it's residential, you will find something for yourself as long as your finances are in check. And when I say your finances are in check, I'm talking about making sure that bad credit is not necessarily a problem, and also you don't have any other outstanding loans or debts that you haven't paid. So anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope you found it useful. If you have any other pointers in terms of finding a mortgage for a first-time buyer, please do drop them down in the comment section below. I really love to know what they are, and I'm sure other people that come across this video would also like to know what those are. So anyway, as always, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next week. Bye.